Hello and welcome back to Astroblur. This is a timeless pick a card reading, or well, you can use it as a reading for just finding out, using the element and finding out how does the person who you are with in no contact with, how this person is viewing you, what is this person thinking about you. So you can use as the element like an ascendant or sun sign element, and then find out or the element you're most drawn to. So there is many ways you can pick an option, but here is the option. So here is fire, then we have earth, and here is air, and then water. So if you need more time, then you can pause the video, make your choice, and then fast forward to your timestamp. See you there. Hello fire element, welcome to your reading. So no contact, what does your person is thinking about? What are his thoughts? What's going on? So let's find out. So as I'm doing this video, I'm doing this on in the first lunar eclipse, which is happening now in Sagittarius. So we have a beautiful Sagittarius card coming out in here, which confirms perhaps some energy shift in the consciousness of your person. Now we have here two stories. So the story one is how this person is thinking in a way of how they are, and then how this person is thinking as they view you. So first let's start that your person could have a new ideas, right? We have two aces here and page of one, so this is a very young energy. This is something new, and I feel like your person has come a new clarity, new idea, a new thought about you. Maybe they have found out a new information about you that they didn't know before, that has made them feel hopeful, I'm feeling, and that has made this person to feel that there is possibility to perhaps have a win-win situation with you, or to heal something. There's some sort of a hope, definitely, with Sagittarius, hope, and that's something new. I don't feel that this is it has to be something very recent, an idea that popped up, or like I said, the information, because it's like a seed. It has a potential, but it's young energy. It can die very quickly. Idea can, like dissolve very quickly as well. I do see here that a person could have some jealousy as well. They could be jealous about you, how you perhaps have come out on the other end from the situation, because when the release happens, so a person is thinking about when the ending happened, when they had to release this connection, and I feel like your person is seeing or have gathered some information and see how you have come out on the other end, how you have healed yourself, how you have regenerated yourself, you've come back alive, you have so much courage and strength to do that, and that you have so much love, and you're just blossoming, and you just coming out of this. You have recreated yourself after this, or you have released them, and you just really managed to do that, and I feel like there is an admiration here from this person's end, and maybe that's something they just noticed, or they just saw it, or they just heard it, and that has given them hope for you, that they could heal the situation with you. But at the same time, I feel that person is jealous that how you were able to do that, how you were able to reinvent yourself, how you were able to just let it go and focus on balancing yourself and healing yourself, and just starting again, starting fresh, and just doing it, and reinventing yourself. So I feel there's a lot of that happening here. So I see that your person could be thinking about but as I said, this is an idea of reaching out to you. So a person could be thinking about messaging you, especially if they have just found out, how you have just, how you blossoming and how you're doing so great, and you have healed and you're doing great, and and you're balanced and all of that stuff. And so your person might think to reaching out to you to see if they can heal the situation with you, if they can have to have a win-win situation with you, because your person is hopeful. They think that their miracles are possible with you, and that things can possibly come back to life, that there is hope. I can definitely see hope in here. But just be mindful, if you are waiting for this person to reach out, just be mindful, because this is such a young energy. Just like with any seedling, if we are planting it, there is no guarantee that it's going to grow into a strong plant or tree, or whatever you're putting into the ground. So it's very fragile, and it can die very quickly and easily. So at this time, as you're looking and watching this reading, this is the potential. It is there, so it can possibly happen. But and there is hope, and there is this good vibes coming in, that there is a possibility to move towards it. But there is no solid guaranteed result in this, right? Because it's all growing into something. It is moving towards something, but the foundation for it has been given, that there is a possibility for regeneration. So this is what your person's thinking about, to see if they can reignite again the connection with you, that they're hopeful that it could possibly happen. But it's, once again, is young, and it could happen, but it could also die on a way of trying to make it happen. So it's one of those kind of things. But that your person is definitely looking at you, I feel like, from a different way, maybe the way they didn't see you before. Or your person could be in the dark and they see you, that how you have come to light, and how you are have so much love, this aura of love around you, and you have so much courage and strength in you, and perhaps that you had some help as well, of making it happen, to help you through those times. And I see that your person has focus on you, that as this new energy, that there is a lot of focused energy on you, or this person sees you as somebody who is very focused on getting yourself to balance and healing, and just blossoming, and thinking about where to how you want to be. I also see that your person is trying to think long term, but it's because Sagittarius is, but it's an opportunistic energy. This does not mean, I don't see this person has how would I say, like 100% concrete, like this is exactly how it's gonna be. It's none of that. This is an opportunity. I feel like your person sees it as an opportunity to reach out, an opportunity to see if there's something could start again. But there is no but so basically, if they would try it, and if you would say no, then that's it. I don't feel like they would push it forward like that. No, I need to win at all costs. It's none of that. I think that your person is maybe been waiting for the right time for healing to happen. This also can be. And I feel like maybe your person also thinking about how maybe everything is just directing towards this. It like there is this synergy card, so everything is just falling into the right places is right now, for this person to notice how you doing and how much better you're doing, and that how you have come from this situation so much stronger and reinvented yourself and so much better. So this is what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed the reading. If it resonated, please leave me a comment below. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you again. Bye bye. Hello, option number 2, Earth element. Welcome to your reading. So no contact. What is your person thinking about? So let's find out. Okay, so I see here, first thing is that we have a lot of mirrors going on. So you definitely mirroring one another. No doubt. We have mirror number 1, mirror number 2, and mirror number 3. So this is a definitely very significant situation here. I see that your person could be very stubborn and somebody who is very fixed in the ways. We have a lot of fixed energy. We have Scorpio, 11th house, which is Aquarius, and the Taurus energy, right? So it's very fixed ways of being. And this is actually what it could be, that how you mirror one another is that you're both very stubborn, you're both very fixed in your ways, and so your person is thinking about how you are reminding of themselves, or how you just so alike, or how is it that you just triggering this person so much with their own stuff. So I see that your person is thinking about the future, because the 11th house is the future, and I feel like there is many different options or different ways how the future for this person can play out. And so this person is trying to kind of I guess sense or feel this kind of a future, and what they want to manifest, what they're dreaming about, and what they're willing to fight for, right? And what is it that they want. And I feel that because they're quite stubborn and they want to be in their way, they feel like you might, they feel that is you who might need to be more flexible around them, okay? So to clean up the mess of what it is, they feel you're the one who have to be flexible. And I feel that you feel the same way about them, because once again, with the mirroring, it's same thing. So I feel like nobody wants to be flexible, but that's what needs to be done, and so nobody wants to give in, and that's what I feel like is a very strong dynamic here. So I feel like for this person is the thoughts of you might come very suddenly, very powerfully, and just as quickly they might go. So they can come and go very quickly. I also feel like when person is thinking about you, they might see you as somebody who's very reliable, you know, like, and somebody who is will definitely fight for them and take opportunities, and you know, have a lot of courage, and perhaps has some options in their life as well. And so they see you as a blessing in that way, definitely. And I see that this person is thinking about that it's not completely over between you, because there is kind of a connection, because especially when we're taking the Scorpio card, it does not get rid of the ties that easily. This is a sexual connection usually, or this is a connection that is very deep, something that is not easy to let go of. It takes sometimes years to let go of Scorpio connections, and that is so that's definitely something can be here. So this is why the unfinished could be here, is that your person is trying to figure out perhaps the different an option of how they want the future to look like, and how they want to build it, and they're very defensive of it. And I feel like they would like see you to be flexible in it, and that's how they feel that if you would like do that, you like help them, in that way, that they could like clean up the mess and stuff like that and go on that path. But I just feel that that's the imagination, because I feel like you're not going to do that, and I feel like you one who wanting for them to be flexible is really interesting here. I see that your person could also be quite self-absorbed in a way that they're really thinking about what they want, and what, it is exactly what they want and what they desire, and they're very protective, and they're very guarded, I guess, as well, to let anybody maybe into their life, or into their the circle, or even just into the life on the daily routine, or however it is. And so your person is thinking the prospects of what is how well basically can it go, right? Because imagination and prosperity, they're trying to imagine how well the relationship could go between you two. And I guess what they're trying to think is that if you are too much alike, if you are like twins, that it's not going to go that well, because nobody is going to give in to one another along the path. and you were not able to go far. So I feel like this is what your person is not confused. It could be also confused, but also looking at different possibilities. What are the options are between you and them to, what would be, the long term? Where would it go? How would it be? And so your person is thinking that, there is a reason why it happened. So, trust in divine detours. And perhaps is what your person is thinking, how you have opened up a mirror for them to see how they are. Okay, so maybe they didn't realize of who they are, what they are, and how they behave, how they act, until they met you, and then you did the mirroring to one another, and then you just opened up this can of worms, right? And so your person is now seeing that in themselves. So I see that your person is let me see. So very earthy, definitely very grounded, very materialistic, even maybe somebody who's definitely very strong. There's a strong energy coming in here, stubborn, strong, but very blessed. And they need people in their life who are more flexible, because I feel like they are not the ones who give usually way to others. But I feel like they still think that they haven't stopped maybe thinking about you. So I do not know how long is passed since you have no contact, but I feel like it's unfinished, because they still thinking about you. They're still thinking about which way, but also with this stubborn energy, it can take quite a long time. I feel like it could take a while for them to think all the different possibilities and just really soak it in. And I feel like your person lives maybe in the imagination as well, of how it could possibly be. But like I said, it could be that it's coming so suddenly, those thoughts about you. And so this is what I have for you. I hope it made sense, and I hope it resonated. If you recognize your reading here, if it resonates, please leave a comment below. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you again. Bye bye. Hello, option number 3. Welcome. So this is an air element. So no contact. What does your person is thinking about? So your reading here, wow, it's a very strong traditional family orientation situation. So it can go a couple of different ways now. It can be that either you want to have a family, you believe in traditional situations, to build up the whole thing, and the person was not seeing that, they didn't recognize it, or they were not interested in it, they didn't notice it, or something like that, and that's what they're thinking about, of how they didn't see it. And maybe you already met somebody new, or you started a new life, and then they see that as a missed opportunity, and because they took too long time to recognize it, or that the person is ready to start having a family, right, and wants to build something solid and traditional. There's definitely a lot of orientation on family. So family, new life, 4th house, Cancer, or family. Saturn is the opposite to it, which is building it. Then we have man, holding a coin, which is a man who is a provider, who is earning money and bringing it home, right? And then there's a woman holding a heart, so which is exactly what the Cancer woman, who is loving, nurturing. So this is a very traditional thing here going on in here, I see. So I see that your person there was definitely a timeout, okay? Take a time at TikTok, and I feel at 7 of Pentacles there's another card for waiting, and it could be that your person either feels that or thinks about that they maybe took too long to think about things with, like to start the family or to build something solid and traditional situation, that they were not interested in it about. And so now they are ready for it, and so they're thinking about like how did they not see it, because there's cards of not seeing it. And And I feel like maybe for this person, timeout was exactly what needed for them to actually see that they wanted. Because I mean, if considering the time that I'm recording the video, even though the lockdown has eased out, and I know this is a timeless, but I do feel that it's not going to go away that easily or that quickly, especially the Saturn gonna come back into Aquarius for next 2.5 years. So that social distancing is gonna be a real thing for quite some time. So especially with single, and let's say, we're used to, playing the field, and just going around because it was free, it will become so much more harder. And in some ways, it kind of narrows down to, but what really is important. And I see that the importance for this person is becoming a family, building your family, having the structure in there, and love, and safe place to be, and people you love, and all of that stuff. So I see that the timeout was needed for this person, and that's what they're thinking about. They're thinking about the goodness of having a family, of how good it is, and that they're ready for it, and that maybe they wasted time, or maybe they waited a bit too long, and maybe the decision that they made, that they were not interested, that maybe they feel that you have started already a new life with somebody else, or maybe that's what they don't know, if you have or you haven't. And I feel that for them, they see this as now as an opportunity to make things happen for them, to start this new life, and that's what they're ready for now. And it's definitely very traditional. There is no sign of like untraditional. No, it's a very traditional family situation that they want to. Also, they can think about how you could fit into the family, or how would it work out. They can also think about that. They can also, there is a lot of contemplation, right? And the lovers, right? So it's about meeting the right person, it's about having the right person to build this family. So maybe they took quite a long time to take time to think about, if you're the right person for them to build a family with. Maybe they were not ready at that time, and now the time has come when they are ready and they want to have that. And but there was definitely at one point, there is this not seeing what was offered, not seeing what was on the table. And as the time out happened, then it's kind of like, okay, I'm ready now. I think it's time. And that can be, or there is another situation that you're the one who wanted to have all of that, and the person just not interested, or confused, or just delayed of it manifesting, delayed it to go into that next level of building a family, delayed of going there. And that's where they were, like taking the time out and trying to pause it, because they try to, I guess, to think about it, is it the right thing for them? So that's the thought process that's happening for your person. Because I feel that your person is thinking that maybe you're quite different. Once again, man holding a coin, a woman holding a heart. Even though they look different, they are complementary, because they are opposite to one another, and they're very different like here, but they can create something very beautiful together. And so there is definitely, I feel like your person is ready for putting up a fight for something that they want, and that they're ready to make some drastic changes for make this happen, because it's like the theme is just all over. You can't deny the theme of a family building, of building that nest of security with the other person, with love, with another, like with you, with somebody who will who can they have this new life with, right? Who is a soul family. And I feel like the time has come, and that is very strongly indicated here. So of course, I think I mentioned a couple of different variations of it, so I think that you will know which end you're standing in, and how it can possibly plays out for you in your life. But it's definitely a golden opportunity for your person, and they feel like, I think that they do feel love. They definitely, I mean, I don't think, they definitely feel love. Love is all around. They feel the love. They feel that they are ready for it. They feel that they want to take responsibility. So it could be that your person could have maybe a Saturn transit over their planet, maybe Saturn return, maybe over the sun, or over some sort of a planet that makes them feel more mature, that they want to take responsibility, that they're ready for it, that they want to provide, because this man is a provider, and they want to provide to the pretty lady over here. It doesn't matter, if you're if it's same sex or not. I mean, like a feminine, to provide to the feminine, right? Masculine. So that's what I see here, and this is what is the thought process about creating the strong family foundations, and I feel like this is the only thing that they really concentrate on about at the moment, but maybe they don't really see exactly. Maybe there is some sort of a details are missing. They don't see exactly how it can happen, and especially if you're not in a contact. I mean, this is a very strong reading. So I feel that if in some ways maybe it's not been that recent, maybe you had something going on with your person, and then they were just delaying it, and you just kind of, oh well, whatever, I'm not gonna waste my time. And maybe that's what kind of threw them into this, because this is a big theme. It's not a little thought here and there, what will happen, we'll see, we'll wait and see. This is like preparation work for some big stuff to happen, to go down. So that's what your person is thinking about. So I hope you enjoyed your reading, and if it resonated, please leave a comment below. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you again. Bye bye. Hello, option number 4, water element. So no contact. What is your person thinking about? So let's try to figure it all out. So I see here a lot of intuition. We have a lot of very deep intuitive inner guidance type of situations going on. So I feel like your person is thinking about 2 things. Number 1, thinking about ending, okay, and how they acted on the ending. So let's talk about that first. Acting about ending. So I feel like your person took a risk. It was like a daredevil kind of a situation. It was all or nothing. It had to happen, and it was all down to a very maybe sudden intuitive insight. It was maybe it was that they were, you see, there was a fork in the road. They had to make a choice, and they had to do it quickly. Think of it, you have to think it very quickly. And so there was a lot of intuitive, instinctual messages maybe coming in for them, and so they had to act on it. Took a risk, which possibly resulted in the ending of your connection. And in some cases, it could mean that they are thinking about how maybe that was a wrong decision. There is deceit, that maybe that they were deceived by that information that they thought was right. And maybe somebody else deceived them. Maybe there was deception to a woman, from a woman. And I feel like in some cases that means that this person is trying to find peace with this choice, with the wrong choice they made, right? And this person is trying to surrender it and just allow it, once again, to clear out this clutter and find peace. And because of the true love and Venus, this is definitely a person has a lot of romantic feelings for you with the Knight of Cups. So this is definitely love, and your person could be thinking that you're the true love for them, that they did truly love you, and they still truly love you. And that how this all happened, I feel like it had to be quick, and the decision had to be made on a spot. I feel like there wasn't a lot of thinking time, even though we have here the thinking woman. I think maybe somebody had more time, but I feel like for them maybe it wasn't. Maybe I feel this is different. This could speak about if they choose to have a beginning, because endings and beginnings, it can go both ways. The beginning case, that means that your person would have to come up with a lie in accordance for them to try and take that risk to approach you. Because 8 of Wands is messages, is communication, is travel, is all of that, and Knight of Cups, romantic gestures, and all of that. So in that case, if the person is trying to come up with a lie, then I feel, to come in, that's what they also could be going on in here. And that will have to be something also, if they are able to come up with the quick enough answers, or right now, like if you would able to figure them out, right? If they will come up with this in accordance because of the past mistake that they possibly made. So I do see here that your person is thinking about these actions. So definitely about the actions and the risk taking, either in the past that has happened or the future that they want to take. But there is a lot of release. So I think that there is more thinking about the past right now, because 2 full moon cards, this is about releasing and letting go of something and finding the peace with it. So I feel like if your person would want to take the beginning, which is possible, absolutely possible with the Fool card, 8 of Wands and Knight of Cups, this is absolutely possible that they could do that. Before they would able to do that, they have to find the peace with what has happened. So they have to let go and surrender to the wrong choice they made, or what they thought was right thing at the time, and just surrender to that and understand, maybe why it happened to them, and maybe without it they would never realize that this was the true love for them. So I think that was have to happen first, and after that, if they choose, they can go into the new beginning stage, because endings and beginnings, that's what it speaks about, right? But peace is something definitely that they trying to find, and they thinking about it. And I feel like their thoughts, maybe they think quite a lot about it as well, about taking action and about expressing as well, and maybe apologizing for the deceit or for the lie or some sort of a dishonesty that has happened in a situation in here. But I feel like whatever happened, it happened so quickly that maybe they didn't have time to think about it, and the lie came up on the spot that kind of ruined things. And maybe at first they thought it was like intuitive instinct kind of moment for them, but then maybe as they're thinking about it more and more, they see that was a self-deception. Okay, that could have also happened. And so it also, they maybe realized that within that situation they had to clear out a lot of stuff, because this, once again, there's a lot of release, and there is a lot of maybe of the dreams, practicality, or things like that. Venus was also money things, beauty stuff, love. So they have to clear out a lot of that. So that's also what there's a lot of thinking going on. And I'm thinking about, I see that they could also think about that you could be thinking about them, right? The thinking woman. And so they're thinking also about the what next thing to do, or how, because they have come also to the new fork in the road, and that will be what to do next. And so now could be that they're trying to connect as well. For some, it could mean that they're trying to connect right now with the instincts of what to do next, what road to take next, to take this risk or leave it behind, what to do, to find peace that the true love has ended, or have a new beginning with a true love. That's what they're trying to see, and they're trying to understand. And that, I feel a lot of thinking about it, that are they deceiving themselves, or this is actually something that higher power is telling them to do. So that's also, they could be trying to figure that one out, of what was gonna be, what they're gonna do next. So this is what I have for you. Water element. So of course a lot of intuitive situations here, insights and peace. And maybe they're also thinking about that only way they can get peace, with you is, maybe perhaps, apologize about the deception that has happened, or coming up with some sort of a story to kind of find the peace. Maybe they feel like they can't come up clean for whatever reason. I'm not really 100% sure here, but I think that there is this, I would not say confusion, but I'm just thinking that they're trying to understand what is real and what is not real, and acting, and they want to find the truth, right? They want to have the higher power telling them what to do, and the actual instinct, not they're fooling themselves about something, right? So I feel if there is stagnation of any sort, then because they're trying to find first peace within themselves, either about the past or what to do next. And that's when they could possibly to come out and try to do something again, because they want to have something new here. The Fool, this is a risk taker. 8 of Wands, this is another risk card. A lot of action, very quick shift, change situations. And this is a romantic gesture, Venus, love, right? True love. I mean, you can't make these things up, right? So this is what I have for you. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If it resonated, please leave a comment below. Thank you so much, and I hope to see you again. Bye bye.